doing? Good morning, because it's morning here, you guys. Today is Saturday in May. I don't even know the date, but it's Saturday in May. And I'm starting up another interesting vlog because we'll be cooking today. I'll be bulk cooking for my family, for my large family, and I decided to carry you guys along. We'll be making onugbu soup and egusi soup. Let me shock you guys. Let me shock you. See, the recipes, especially that of onugbu that I'll be making today, you've never seen it on the internet, on YouTube, on Instagram, or any other social media. And I promise you that, because as an Anambra woman who I be, I'll be bringing forth Ubenge bitter leaf soup recipe. You guys see, it is going to definitely shock you. Okay, so I'll be introducing the ingredients as I cook. I want this video to be very relaxing, super comfortable, like you guys can relate, and very easy. I won't bore you with so much talks at all. I won't bore you. And any day you guys see me put on these clothes, it means that I mean business. Like, this is my business. It's red. Red means seriousness, Abby. Yes, I'll be serious today making these recipes, and I decided to carry you guys along with me. In here I have 2 bags of this cocoyam. If you've not seen the video where my husband got back from the village, okay, please do check it out. So they're all frozen. I brought them out from the freezer this morning, last night, so I can be able to use them. I have Ibeanuuju. This one, I'll be using this for egusi soup, and I'll be using this for this ogiri. I'll be using this for onugbu soup. Okay, so these are stockfish head. I said before, I'll be introducing the ingredients as I cook. So I'll go ahead and wash the stuff up and then put them in my pressure pot. So guys, let's check how far the stockfish head has gone. Okay. Ooh la 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 la. Take a look. It is very soft. Okay. So I'll be taking these stuffs out from the pot because I will be using the pressure pot to cook the meat, both cow skin and the normal beef. The palm kernel is done. I'm currently cooking the meat in the pressure pot, and it is raining heavily. Okay, so I have to tie this wrapper. Let's just cover up because this gown is actually short. So it's time for me to start pounding the palm kernel down there. I cannot cook my banga, my the cocoyam soup, be it onugbu, be it oha, without palm fruits. Like, this is what it looks like. I am done with the first batch. I'll take this stuff out right now, and I'll start pounding the second one, which is the one in the hot water. Okay,
What are you doing?
I'm cooking now.
Is this?
The brown soup, the one you like. This is palm kernel.
Can I wash my
So yeah, this is what it looks like. So you guys can see it's still very hot. And cow legs. So he's washing it very well so that once the other meat is ready, I'll transfer the cow skin in the pressure pot. You know, this is a bit tougher than the beef, normal cow meat. So I'll transfer this once this one is ready, and that is my pressure pot right there. So the meat is cooking. I have hot water here boiling, and then this is the palm. A closer look of what the palm fruit looks like. It looks so delicious, you guys, and it smells so good, so good. Okay, I want to start extracting the palm kernel. Okay, so it's going to rinse the mortar. I transfer it nicely. Everything goes in. Oh yeah, gently add some more hot water, not much. You know, if you want to extract your palm kernel, okay, from the oil, something like that, make sure you are squeezing it. So try and squeeze it like you are washing off a hair, just like that. That is perfect. And squeeze out the oil so that those things will just be only chaff. So we are done. This is what the juice looks like, or the palm kernel, what are we going to call, extract, looks like. Okay, so I'll be using this for my bitter leaf soup. Before I start cooking, I want to quickly show you guys everything that I've prepped. You know, I usually love to prep my ingredients before cooking. So I have the meat, and I'm making 2 soups like I said. So I have the beef. These are 70% cooked beef. I have stockfish fillet for both soups. I have mangala fish. One is mangala and then one is catfish. I think this one is catfish, and then these ones are mangala fish, and I have catfish. So 2 for each soup, and then the other 2 for the other soup. And I have my washed shredded ugu leaf. This is pumpkin leaf, okay. And of course I have the cocoyam. Yeah, it smells so good. So you guys, we are pounding the pepper. I have in there crayfish and pepper. I'll also be adding ogiri. Oh. Can't you see my soup is boiling nicely? Okay, so it's time for me to add in the secret ingredients to the soup, which is ogiri igbo. Okay, and this is what ogiri igbo looks like. This I'll add. Let me just add it directly. I wanted to pound it before, but let me just add the ogiri igbo to the soup. And crayfish. Okay, I'm adding everything to the soup right now. To add in palm oil to the soup. Okay, where's the other dip spoon? Cheese paste, don't come for me. Oh, you have to pour it gently. She will soon tell me, Uju. So after adding all this palm nut extract, you're still adding palm oil. Yes, it's because I'm making a large pot of soup, and I'm also going to add cocoyam. You know, cocoyam is white, so when you add it to the soup now, and of course bitter leaf is also black. Okay, so I want the soup to pop, the color to pop. So yeah, so I want to get that Anambra authentic bitter leaf soup. You can choose to cook it anyhow you like it, but what my mommy taught me, and she gave a proper reason for doing that, is I'm going to add my bitter leaf soup in this my stock right now, in the soup right now. I will not be adding cocoyam. I know a lot of people add cocoyam to their soup before adding bitter leaf. You add your cocoyam before you add your bitter leaf. Sometimes for me it is not all that necessary, because bitter leaf is a very strong vegetable. It's a very dry vegetable, so it needs to absorb the juiciness from the soup first before you add your cocoyam. This is just what my mommy taught me. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add my bitter leaf and cook it for like 5 minutes before adding the cocoyam, because once you add your cocoyam, your soup has thickened, and the next thing is for you to take it down. So this is how. But if I'm cooking oha soup, I'll add cocoyam first before adding oha, because oha has lots of flavors. Oha is a very, very tender vegetable. So this is just the secret. And I don't think people on YouTube cook their bitter leaf soup like this. Let me know in the comment section, have you seen anyone make his or her bitter leaf soup this way? I'm going to, like, you know, I'm going to, like, what's this called again? Squeeze it, yes. And I love my bitter leaf long. If you love yours short, you can cut it, but this is okay. So if I'm making what's this soup called? Egusi soup, I'll have to cut the bitter leaf. Okay, but I'm making bitter leaf soup too. So I'm going to gently stir this. You guys can see, right? Bring the mangala fish, okay? So it's time for me to add my mangala fish. I'll add some salt, some seasoning cubes, and I'm going to allow this to cook some more. Okay, so I have, this one is mangala, the boned mangala fish, okay? And I have the boned catfish, dried one though. Add salt too. This should be okay. And I'm also going to add my seasoning cubes, and the preferred seasoning cubes I'm using is no. Okay, I'll be adding some no. This is no beef. Please don't use no chicken for your soup. No beef is perfect. They have no beef and they have no chicken. So I'm using no beef for the soup, okay? Okay. It tastes good, even though I think I need more salt, but it tastes good. It tastes good. So I will cover this and then see you guys once it has boiled. Okay, once it's 5 minutes. Yeah. Look at the soup. Oh my God, it's so hot. It's very, very hot, you guys. I said before, I'm making a large pot of soup, so I might be adding everything. Hopefully, if this one bag can thicken the soup, then I'll make do with just one bag. Okay. Oh my God, my pot is filled up. Oh, but it's okay. I'll see what I can do. And like I said before, this cocoyam is definitely going to be my last ingredient to the soup. Okay, last ingredient I'll be adding here. You guys, this soup looks so I don't know if my camera is even doing justice to this soup. Like, it looks so delicious. Yeah, for traditional marriage. If you are doing traditional marriage in Anambra State and you didn't make this soup, your in-laws will tell you to give them back their bride price, so they're not marrying again. You have to make this soup for them, for your in-laws. So my people, I'm going to allow the cocoyam to do the job by thickening the soup. And once the cocoyam thickens the soup is ready. I want to show you guys what it looks like, and then we take it out and transfer to the containers. Okay, as I've actually been stirring it behind the camera so it does not burn, because most times once you add your cocoyam, your soup thickens and it might start burning. Okay, you guys, this soup tastes so good. You can see it looks super delicious. Let me know in the comment section, bitter leaf or oha soup, which one is your preference? Which one do you prefer? My soup is actually very, very full. So yeah, and also let me know in the comment section, do you add onion to your bitter leaf? Do you add uziza leaves to your bitter leaf? Let me know the things you add to your bitter leaf soup. Okay, and do you like your bitter leaf soup this thick, or do you like your soup watery? For me, this is just perfect. I love my soup not very thick, not very watery, just in between. Okay, so we're going to call someone to taste the soup now. Let's hear what he will say. We're going to taste this soup. I want you to be honest. It's actually hot, but taste it so we'll know what he will say. It's hot, ba? You see your hand, your back hand though. How does it taste? Ha! Delicious. What's delicious? But I know it's delicious. Yeah, so you guys can see my soup. So while we are waiting for the stuffs, the containers are waiting for the soup, I want to go ahead and start making the egusi soup. So the first thing I'm going to add in here is the meat stock. Okay, I'll transfer the meat stock here and cover this to boil. Yummy. That's good.
It is yummy.
We are done with soup 1. I want to start making soup 2. So I have the meat stock here. I'm going to add in just a handful of onion, maybe 2. I'll leave this one. My tripod is about to fall. I'll leave this one for later use. Okay, so we're making egusi soup currently. I'm going to add in my egusi. There's no need waiting. I'm going to add the egusi and start cooking. Okay, which soup will you add onion to? Okay, so I'm going to gently stir this to combine, and we're going to cover this and allow it to cook for like 20 minutes. You can see what it looks like now. I will show you guys what it looks like, but note, you have to keep stirring this stuff so that it does not burn. Okay, because melon burns very, very easily. The bitter leaf soup is ready. So I'm going to allow this to cool down completely, and then I'll transfer to my freezer. So this is what okpeye looks like. So this is okpeye Igbo. So go ahead and pound. You can add it to the water. I want to know, do you know the difference between ogiri and okpeye? Add one more. One more. And one is okay. So I want to know in the comment section, what's the difference between okpeye and ogiri Igbo? Both of them smells. You can't say it smells. Both of them smells. But I think I don't know the difference though. One is strong, the other one is soft. Crayfish. So this is my crayfish, very clean. We'll add it to the mortar. Hey. And then pound. And then we're going to add some peppers. These are fresh pepper. But if you love dry pepper, you can go ahead and use dry pepper. But me, I love to use fresh pepper for my. I'm not really a fan of dry pepper, okay? And I'd like to show you guys what the egusi looks like after. This is like about 15 minutes later. So this is what the egusi looks like. You guys can see I'm actually holding this stuff with one hand, okay? But I will soon set up the camera so you guys will see very well. I've actually been serving this stuff behind the camera because let me tell you guys something. You should not allow your egusi to burn. Once your melon burns, it will definitely affect the soup, the taste of the soup, trust me. So this is also another way to achieve that lumpy egusi. You can see what it looks like. So I'm going to cook this stuff for more 5 minutes and I will show you guys the next thing that I'm going to do, okay? This is after 20 minutes and this is what the egusi looks like, okay? As you can see, it's a bit lumpy right now. I'm going to go ahead and start transferring all the other ingredients. Let's start from the meat. Fish, so I'll add it at this point because you know it's tender. I don't want it to make it no loss for soup, something like that. Yeah, I don't want to overcook it too. And I have my deboned catfish, so I'm going to add these two now. Nothing goes to waste, I beg, as we go along. So I will stir this nicely. Everything is perfect. This is not my last ingredient, you guys, because I will still add my uziza leaves and my shredded pumpkin leaf, that's ugu leaf, which is going to be the last ingredient that I'll be adding to this soup. Properly cooked, like to my satisfaction, okay? So I'll be adding the vegetables right now. I'll start by adding my shredded uziza leaves. I can never make egusi soup without uziza leaves. Let me know your preferred vegetable, okay? Someone come out now, come out, it's hot, come out. I'm talking to you, go to the parlor. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my shredded ugu leaves. But I won't be adding everything because this looks like lots of ugu. Okay, let's see how this goes. Let me also know, do you prefer ugu to bitter leaf or you prefer bitter leaf to ugu in your egusi soup? Me, I think I prefer ugu, I won't even lie. And because I made bitter leaf soup today, there's no need still adding bitter leaf to my egusi. Show you guys what it looks like. You can see perfect egusi soup. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer this to my plate, okay, so that will allow it to cool down completely. I'm done with the egusi soup. I'm also done with the bitter leaf soup. I'll transfer the soup to my containers and then put in the freezer. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you learned something watching this video, and let me know the soup you preferred, bitter leaf soup or egusi soup, okay? So yeah, this brings us to the end of this video. If this is your first time, my name is Uju. You are highly welcome to Ujulinn Space. Please don't make it your last. Subscribe. And I promise you're not going to regret it at all. Okay, thank you guys once again for supporting me. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.
Mommy.
Bye. Cora, say bye.
One question.